Alright guys, I figured I'd do a short little video with you here on some Vim tools that I bought. I've had this for a while and I've really been meaning to do a video on it so I could take it to work. This is something I really need at work and I'll explain why later on in the video. But this is a Vim Tools VHC7U. This is a 5/8 bit set. I'm going to open it up and show you what's inside. This is actually the revised case. So we have a nice clasp here now, and we have it's still a plastic pin in the back, but it's a better design than the rib that goes across the back here that's molded to the case that ends up breaking. So let's go ahead and open this up. We'll take a look inside. And like you see here, Vim half cut 77 piece 5/8 slash 16 millimeter stubby bit set. So we have it says for a full complete list of parts www.vimtools.com or call 1-800-728-4992. So we got Torx Plus, tamper proof. We have flat tip. We got XZN 12 point. We have Torx Plus, hex inch, hex metric, and Phillips. So a lot of these that you'll see Torx Plus, these are the 5 points. So, and these other ones on the other side are going to be your 6 points. So we'll go through it real quick, and I'll show you what I like and what I don't like about this kit, and kind of go from there. One of the things I like about this, like I said, it is you can see that this is actually a 5/8 bit. One of the things I really don't like about it, but I do like about it, is this set is a mix of quarter and 5/16. So you have two different sizes here, and they did prepare for this. So obviously you can see we have a ratchet here. It is reversible, has a spinner on it. It's got the Vim Tools logo on it, the HBR5, 1/4 inch, 5/16. So this is going to compensate for these two different sizes you have. So you can see we can lock that in there. It's not going anywhere. It's got a detent system inside of it. A little bit of a pain to get out. But that's one of the things I don't like about it. I wish it was all one size or all one size or the other. It's not hurting anything. Just kind of a pain in the butt because a lot of my other tools are not compatible with this larger size. But moving on, like I said, we have Torx going across the top here. We have them from T10 all the way up to T50, which you're not going to find sets that usually go that big, especially in a bit set. You also got them in the tamper proof here from T8 all the way up to T50. The tamper proof, and that's a 6 point as well. That's a security bit. Then we have our Phillips head here. We got our Phillips 0, 1, 2, and 3 here. And then right here we have these right here are Torx as well. You can't really see that all that well. And I believe these got to be mixed up here. These have 6 on them. But if you look at these guys here, they have a different... No, these are different. Okay, these are Torx Plus then. These are 6 point Torx Plus is what these are on the bottom here. And these over here on this side are going to be your security Torx, which are 5 point. Here's your Torx Plus. You see how they're rounded on the edge there. So we have our Torx up here, which are 6 point, our Torx Security, which are 6 point. Then we have our 6 point down here as well, which these are Torx Plus. And then over here we have our Torx Plus 5 point security bit set. We have our flat blade ones here. And I don't know why this bothers me. Maybe you guys can see that right there. There's one bit's in here slotted. It's the only way that it'll go in here. Can't put it in there straight. Just an OCD thing. This bothers me. I'm sure it probably don't bother anybody else. Doesn't affect the functionality or anything else. But like I said, we have 3 flat blades here. We have looks like a 3, 4.5, 6.5, and 8. And then we go down here to the bottom here, and we have our these are our hex bits from 2mm all the way up to 10mm. And then we have them in standard as well, from 3/32 all the way up to 3/8. And then over here we have our actual 1/4" drive, which is going to go on our ratchet here. And that is a 5/16, not a 1/4. So, like I said, we have a spinner on there. We have a reverse lever. Nice little ratchet. They pretty much prepare for everything in this kit here. Then you get down here, we have our hex bits here with a magnetic insert inside. This is going to be our 1/4". So our smallest one right here is going to go inside. It's not going to go all the way down in. It's specifically made for this 5/8 bit. And the same for our 5/16. So if we go up to 5/16, you can see that it's specifically made for the 5/8 bit. It's not going to stick out any further or go any further inside than it has to. Good quality S2 steel. You can see that it's stamped nicely, part number. Like I said, you just don't get these sizes in most of these kits all the way up to T50. It's very uncommon. Great low kit. Not much I don't like about this kit, other than it just doesn't have a few things in here. One of the things I did miss, but I'm going to talk about, is what's missing here. Is you see all of these ZXM bits here. We have 4, 5, 6, 8, and 10. The only thing I really don't kind of upset about that's missing out of like most kits is a square drive. Now, it's a lot of trailers and stuff I work on, they have this particular ZXN on it. A lot of German cars have this on it as well. But when I go to take those out, a lot of guys have been using square bits on these, you know, these 12-point fasteners. And what ends up happening is you can't get anything in there but a square because they boogered them up. So it'd be nice if they had squares in here as well. And what I mean by square is, see if I can find one in this other set over here. Is this guy right here. So this is a 4-sided one. The only difference between that and triple is there's 12 points on it. So I wish that they had these in the set as well. And I'm going to show you a Harbor Freight set I've had for years. It's really no comparison at all. I just had one for years, and some of the things that are missing in here is, you know, I like to see incorporated in the other kit. And one of those being is a 5/16 fastener. The socket as well. So if I wanted to use these on a socket, it'd be nice to have a 5/16 socket and a 1/4" socket. This isn't a necessity. This is just a speed fastener, which is not even really used in anything that I do. It'd be nice to see a long hex like this to 3/8. We always have one of these in it. This has a ton of Phillips in it. The quality of these bits is very poor, and over time, as they've gotten cheaper and cheaper but more expensive, the quality of these has gone downhill. I've got one that was probably 15 years old. It's lasted longer than this one. The binding on this ends up breaking, the clip breaks off of it, and like I said, I've had one for 15 years that lasted longer than this one, and the bits didn't break in it. And like I was saying, I wish they had put these in here. We have a 0, a 1, 2, 3, and yeah, just a 0, 1, 2, and 3. And these are just a square drive. I wish they incorporated these into this kit. Like I said, a lot of times people use the 12 fastener, so I'm doing a trailer. A lot of times if they have that 12-point fastener on it, ZXN, they've been boogered up because someone's used a square on them. And there's times that come in that they have squares on the trailer. So a little bit wider variety of flatheads in this one than there's the other one. These are a tamper-proof style, kind of a flathead. We have these are a posi drive extraction bit, and then this is another style here as well. So there's a number of other things in this kit that's not in the other kit, but the only thing that really bothers me is these right here. And like I said, I would love to have a socket, small bit like that, large bit like that, and just be able to have a little more expansion. Only probably about 10 pieces missing out of this kit that I would really desire. Other than that, this is a great kit. This is going to take place of what you see right here. And this isn't saying anything towards the quality of them tools. This is just a comparison of what I've been using in the past, what's gotten me by, and to show you that, you know, there's a lot more in that kit than there is the other. You see these go up to 40, and like I said, you just don't see kits go up to T50. So this is a great kit. Just want to do a small little comparison. Like I said, the quality. Like I said, you see this binder in the back, is very common for break-in. They renamed this as Warrior. I forget what it used to be in the past. Crappy little, you know, hinge here system. You see the bits fall out of it when you put them back in. Just a number of little issues with this. The magnet has fallen out of this. You're just not going to find these problems with the Vim tools. So just a small little comparison, you know, comparing apples to oranges, but to show you what you get with the quality of the kit here and show you what comes inside of it. So that being said, I'm going to get out of here. Go ahead and give me a like, share, subscribe. If I can answer any questions for you, go ahead and drop them below. But I'm going to get off here, button this up, get ready to take this to work so I can actually use it. Like I said, I've been putting this off for a long time. So give me a like, share, subscribe, and we'll talk to you later. Thank you.